Okay, welcome everyone to another edition of Balkan Conversations, and I'm pleased to once again be with our guest Georgi Todorov, who is the chairman of the Bulgarian Doctor Laboratory Researchers Association in Bulgaria and a leading political commentator in that country. George, welcome. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much for your invitation, and I'm also glad to see your auditory again.
Well, let's catch up on what's been going on in Bulgaria, because it's been quite a while since we've spoken, and obviously the situation there is quite interesting, to say the least. So if you could just fill in our listeners and viewers about what the situation in Bulgaria is like right now.
First, I have to say, where is Bulgaria? Bulgaria is on the Black Sea. We have about 400 kilometers border with this sea, and in this sea is the upcoming war as war theater is going on, because Ukraine is there, Russia is there, the Crimea is there, whatever. And we are in such a very, how to say, from one side hard, from the other side very good position, or very proud position to be a factor around. What's going on in Bulgaria is a very, very indicative sample, or how to say, indicative process. Because if in Bulgaria something going wrong, all over the Balkan is something will going wrong very soon. At the moment, we are stable from the foreign place, but inside the country is very unstable situation, because the government is not stable. The government makes mistakes every day, and these mistakes are resulting as a harm over the people, because the country is about to introduce the euro as a national currency, and this in Bulgaria and in all over Europe will be the first over 148 years old currency known as lev, means lion.
When's that going to take place, George? When does that transition? Do they set a date for it?
They set a date for it, and the date is 1st of January 2026. And
okay.
from the the protests against the euro has started in February, passed through June, and on 13th of September now will be probably the biggest protest against the introducing of the euro, because we lied very much. Our authorities lied very much about our deficit, about our inflation, and when they lied, those people who wanted to introduce euro in Bulgaria, not only in Bulgaria, the problem is that we have the lowest debt of a European Union and from civilized countries. The lowest debt. We have less than 37% we had at that moment than the internal gross domestic product.
Much far less than other countries. Let me just interject for far less than many other countries. But
yes,
let me interject just for a second to remind our viewers about the what's been going on with the euro. I mean, there's been a significant effort to try to have a referendum to let the people have a voice in this, but the globalist authorities have not allowed any sort of voice for the people as to whether they want to adopt the euro or not. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct, but they passed through one very, very tiny and very wobbling text during our joining the European Union. Mm-hmm. And that they said that we going to join European Euro, but nobody said when. And when they said when, and we said we want a referendum, they said, but they, I mean European Union and European Commission and our globalist allies of them, they said, if you have said you're going to join, that means that we cannot negotiate any kind of joining. When we said then, and we estimate where we are ready, then we're going to do so.
Wow.
And the referendum sank this way.
It's very sad.
This way, at this text, at this very tiny wobbling text,
Yeah,
which
very,
and now at the moment, the people are very scared, about 70% of population, and the division between Sofia and the Provence are getting higher and higher and higher in every aspect of life. This is the problem. If they were accepted the referendum, then in this referendum, we will never say that we do not want Europe. We said we're going to say when we're going to join, but not that we're not going to join. This is two different actions.
right. Well, as I recall, the referendum text was to delay introduction of the euro at least until 2043. That was the text. It wasn't to not allow it. It was to delay it.
2043 is
Yeah.
the last possible year to join the euro,
Right.
and
Exactly.
that was the question of Возрождение, or a Renaissance party.
Yep. Now, what is the how is the war impacting life in Bulgaria right now? The war in Ukraine.
Bulgaria is the only country, if you look into the social nets and social platforms, where the Ukrainians, which come here like refugees,
Right.
they are living much better life than us. Much better. They are not paying taxes. They are not paying for schools. They are not paying for houses. They are not paying anything except electricity and water.
Wow.
In my town, Varna, where I have been born, the Ukrainians are occupied almost everything what is available as a public resource. For us, everything is paying. For them, they are victims. They are not victims. Most of them are simple mafias.
And is this causing a lot of resentment amongst the Bulgarian people?
Just as a gossip. Resent between them only as talking on the table, talking in the municipality, talking in the school, talking in the workplace, but not nothing like a riot. Nothing like a riot, because if there is a riot, will be repression.
Well, of course, they're very certain about trying to put down any dissent. But how long do you think the Bulgarian people are going to take this, though? I mean, it's obviously, hurting everyone there. I mean, how long before they?
I have a question, answer of my known answer. Till
Okay.
Sofia as a capital is dominated by liberal extremists. Till then, this will happen, because the passion of Bulgarians are unbelievable. Probably the biggest in the world.
Oh well. Yeah. What is the? I mean, in the elections? Obviously, Bulgaria's been through so many elections and without much result because of the way the parliamentary system is structured. I mean, what is the situation with elections right now in Bulgaria? Are there any elections scheduled, or is it?
No, parliamentary elections are not on the horizon, because this new party called New Beginning, they replaced the first party which had a voice, have a good vote in the parliament, and now they are consuming this support, and this support is turning is a turning point of how they to conquer the small municipalities in
Municipalities.
the country. Yes, and today the former leader, Mr. Ahmed Dogan, pronounced that he and his allies will take cars to a new political model. It was today, this afternoon.
Okay, and what political model is that they're trying to follow?
What I didn't understand, please.
You mentioned that they were going to take a new political model. What political model is that?
Not model, party, new party. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
new political party, and this political party,
Okay.
is expected to raise as a phoenix from the ash of the former occupied from the occupied municipalities and political party of this electorate of them. It will be a big battle. It
Wait,
will be a big battle, and
who
this
is
big battle will be between them.
who is their electorate? Who's the electorate that supports them?
Bulgarian Muslims and Bulgarian people with Turkish names. They are
Okay.
pure Bulgarians. They are pure Bulgarians. I have a lot of friends of them.
Okay.
And people from so-called mixed municipalities where these people are living, who are not agree with what is going on with so-called new beginning. There is no new, there is no beginning at all. This is a simple organization to consume the power.
Okay. Let's talk for a minute about Vozrozhdena on the right. I mean, how are they? Are they increasing support at all, or are they still stuck at the same percentages they've been at for a while? Or
According to me, they raise their percentage because of some agenda in National Assembly. They left for 1 month the Bulgarian National Assembly, and they are waiting for the next vote of the next vote of untrusting against the government to come up and to come back to the government, because according to this situation in the country, Bulgarian National Assembly is simply stuck.
right? Yeah.
It cannot. They can take any. They can take all kind of decisions, but finally, when people are not agree with the decisions, these decisions sooner or later are becoming unlegitimate,
Right.
unlegitimate.
Legitimate. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. What about the attitudes, though, of the Bulgarian people about the war in Ukraine in general? Though, are they because for a long time it seemed that most of the Bulgarian people actually were not in favor of the war. Is that still true, or is that changing at all?
Bulgarian people has never been in favor of any kind of war.
Right.
Bulgarian rulers are selling a lot of weapons because our military industry was recovered now, and it's very well developed.
Right.
Very well developed. They are selling guns. Bulgarians, 70% of Bulgarians still support a Russian, not Russia, but a Russian reasons of war, which is quite different things.
Okay.
The
Explain that.
beginning,
Yeah.
If it was on the other side, was not Putin, but let's say let's say Ivanov.
Your government doesn't care about you. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. It contains life-saving medications like ivermectin, Z-Pak, and antibiotics. Stock them before they block them.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
The reasons of war are the same, and they have never changed. In the West, especially in the United States of America, and especially on the west part of it in California,
Right.
nobody knows that before the war, 3,000 children and over 15,000 people was killed by this Zelensky regime at the moment because they didn't want to speak their language and opposed the new changes which they asked to be done, or they want to force them to do in Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporozhye, and Kherson. So if I'm saying one very, very simple and very, very short example. Imagine that we have two blocks. And in these two blocks, there are apartments. One of the block is you with other people around from Russia Federation living together. On the other block, there is your brothers, which are from in Ukraine, and this another block is Ukraine, but they are living on the upper stages.
Okay.
And in one moment, the low stages start to kill the other stages. And you are from the other block. What you going to do? Watch how they are killing, or are you going to go and help them?
Right.
Exactly. And when I'm giving this example to Western people, especially people from Holland, from Belgium, they cannot understand what I'm talking about.
No, they're indoctrinated to believe a certain globalist ideology on this. But the thing about that is the same thing is happening in the western part of Ukraine, where they're oppressing, the Romanian minority, they're oppressing the Hungarian minority, the same sorts of things, trying to take away their language, their culture. The difference is that those governments don't have the power to support the minority populations there in Ukraine, and Zelensky's able to get away with it. So that's a big difference.
The Romanian and Hungarian it's a victim. It's a victim of this war. Nobody should forget that in Ukraine there is a vast majority of Bulgarians.
Yes, there are.
We have even town called Bulgar. Vast majority of Bulgarians. They are mainly in Ukraine. Some of them are in Moldova. We call them Bessarabian Bulgarians. They are speaking pure Bulgarian, and they are citizens of this country, and they were was sending and continue to be sent on the front to die there for Zelensky. Continuing to be catch and to be sent to the front.
Yeah. No, they're basically used as cannon fodder. That's it, just to be slaughtered, which is tragic. And no one's speaking out against any of this in the West.
And probably you've heard for the last attack from Russia to Poland. And this is impossible attack. Impossible to be true.
Yeah, it's
impossible to be true. And simple. There is a simple answer why it's impossible to be true. First, it was sent something which can fly not more than 7 700 kilometers.
Right.
It is not sent from Belarus, according to those who are speaking from Poland and from only Poland, by the way.
Yeah.
And to reach there. But there is a lot of evidences that Ukrainians, and not Ukrainians as a military people, not military of Ukraine, not armed forces of Ukraine, but they catch armed forces, catch, and after that surrender some of Russian drones during the offensive in Kursk.
Right.
And now they sent as a provocation there and said, this is the Russian attack. Sorry, Russia, there is, excluding Kaliningrad,
Yeah.
where the war, from this land war is never started and never. Russia, there is none any single kilometer border with Poland. This is simple geography. Ukraine has, Lithuania has, Belarus has, but Russia not. The longest, the shortest place from Russia to Poland is over 800 kilometers, and passing through Belarus. Somebody has to explain to me how Russian drones flew to Poland.
Well, let's keep. No, this is clearly some sort of false operation to try to trigger Article 5. But let's keep in mind that when the Nord Stream pipeline was blown up, of course, the first response was, "Oh, Russia blew up their own pipeline." This is very similar. I mean, it's one of these false flag operations that they.
This seems as we are talking with you, and tomorrow you are blowing your studio and said, because George was in my studio got burned off, got burned on. No. It's the same.
It's crazy, yeah. It's very crazy. Well, let's switch to the economy for a minute. How is the economy in Bulgaria doing right now? Of course, the switch to the euro is going to be a huge change and could cause a lot of inflation, I'm thinking, for Bulgarian consumers. But what is the overall?
It's very strange situation is here. Up to 1st of July, according to our National Statistical Institute, our inflation for May and June were 0.
Okay.
But the inflation from the beginning of the year, which is the indicative year, how to measure,
right?
It was about 2%, which is acceptable because we need 2%.
Right.
Suddenly in July and August, where a lot of new vegetables came to the market, whatever, our inflation only for food, I'm talking about food, not for pianos, guitars, new furniture, or cars.
Right. Just
or building materials, which was running after, came over 5%. Suddenly, just like that means that somebody was playing quite well with the digits.
Yeah.
And what you are counting and what you are not counting.
Well, that's a good problem. Yeah.
The economy of the country is not sinking. I cannot say that we are in very, very bad position, whatever. Mm-hmm. The uncertainty feeling of people are coming because of lying. Mm-hmm. That's it. The short answer of your question.
Yes. So what about immigration? Is there still being pushed. And I mean, at one point, the EU was trying to force Bulgaria to accept more foreign, so-called refugees. Is that
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not
okay?
anymore.
Stop.
I'll give you one anecdote. Two people are two people, friends, met each other, and one said, "What happened to you? Why you are so blue? Whatever." "I was beaten in the police." He said, "Ha, it's not. It cannot be true. How it cannot be true? But today police are not beating. Today police is not beating, but after night police, you have to know how much beating. Today is not beating, but in the night police, good beating." The same happened in Bulgarian border.
Okay.
By the way, 70%, over 80% of people are supporting our police, what they are doing on the border, because the impudence of these people is quite high, and the Turkish people from the other side, they are trying their best to protect, but they are not gods. So
Right.
from the back, the both side, police of Turkey also is not the most gentle in the world.
Right. Right.
Answer of your question.
Well, it's good that you're not being overrun by foreign immigrants, because that's of course been a huge issue and
We have
needed
about
their countries.
we have about 5,000 people here, and they are trying to integrate themselves as much as possible. Some of them are even stopped to run away from the country, from the west border through Yugoslavia, today Serbia.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that things are under control and from that point of view. So, but in general, I mean, are Bulgarians still feeling a sense of national pride, of cultural pride, things like that?
As for cultural prides, we are very proud with with a lot of things which you have done, but probably I will repeat myself, because the only nation in the world which has created, spread, and give education and culture to so many people are Bulgarians. Cyril and Methodius are
Yeah.
Bulgarians.
Yeah.
They gave alphabet to Russian, to Russia, to Ukraine, to part of Moldova,
Yeah.
to Mongolia. Mongolia is using Bulgarian alphabet.
Yeah.
So as for this, we are very proud to be. As for the nation, we have a lot to learn how to appreciate each other.
What about the church? Is the church still, the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, still strong, supported by the people in some way?
Strongest.
So it's still a key institution in the country as far as.
We did one very important event while we elected the new Bulgarian patriarch.
Oh yes.
With only one or two glass votes. With one glass on Bulgarian means vote. With only two votes, we elected this man who is called Daniel against the globalist patriarch in Istanbul.
Oh, excellent.
And now the Orthodox Church is probably one of the most stable institutions of the society, not of the country, not of the state, of the society. And I'm very glad and I'm very proud that we made this very wise choice.
Excellent. Well, that's great news. We're running out of time here, George, but I want to thank you for coming on the show, and we'll look forward to talking again soon and catching up as things develop over there. Thank you again. Appreciate
I'm
your.
around. I'm around. I'm looking after Bulgarian processes here, and when something is bad, I'm saying it's bad. But today, I cannot say that everything is bad in Bulgaria. It was much uh, more uncertain and more dangerous before this government came to power. This government is unstable government, and they don't know, they don't want to understand that they have to listen to the not to the bosses in Brussels, but
Right.
first us, and after that them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again, George. I appreciate your time today, and thank you all for watching.
Thank you.